Good governance also wanted all members to sign the code of conduct. Good governance wants all members to declare their assets. Good governance wants all members to have had a job description before taking up such posts. And good bless up, my people. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Isabel Rose. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks to returning subscribers. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn the post notification bell on so you won't miss an upload from me. On the road to 10K, help me to get there, my people. So in this video, my people, Prime Minister Andrew Holness spoke out at a town hall meeting, and he said that going forward, the parliamentarians or the government body will be paid according to productivity. And we have a few clippings of some of the things that he touched on, and I want to take a listen and tell me what you think. As well as the public to be a part of the job descriptions of the members of parliament through series of town hall meetings. So, Prime Minister Andrew Holness says good governance demanded that his administration make the tough decision to increase the salaries of members of the House of Representatives and those serving the cabinet. And while I agree with that part of it, good governance also wanted all members to sign the code of conduct. Good governance wants all members to declare their assets. Good governance wants all members to have had a job description before taking up such posts. And good governance goes a long way beyond just thinking about raising salaries. But only hear what I have to say, my people.
Why were politicians, I'm using the word politicians, but why were elected officials, the ministers, the parliamentarians, and the councillors, why were they paid disproportionately to everyone else in some category? Well, first of all, because administrations, knowing the sensitivities of this pay issue, did not want to take the political risk to keep the elected officials' pay in step with inflation and with the adjustments in salaries. So the last time that politicians got a salary adjustment was in 2002. People forget the history that when the PJ Patterson administration announced the 102% pay increase, I was just a newbie in parliament. There was uproar and turmoil in the society, and he appointed the Oliver Clark committee to review it. And then the Oliver Clark committee gave a report to parliament. And then, you know what they did after that? They appointed a committee headed by Omar Davies to review the review. By 2003, the second part of the increase had to be scrapped. You know why? Because the government then had to impose a wage freeze. So they didn't get the full increase, the full adjustment. So now we have put in place a system that will bring their pay to the correct level that they should be, which is just a huge jump. We have solved this long problem. We take the political hit for it. But going forward, Jamaica will never have this problem again if we keep the economy stable, we keep inflation manageable and predictable. And so salaries would only be adjusting by an inflation factor and by one important factor which never comes up in any discussion: productivity. The gentleman there said we must pay them by their work. That is where we're heading to. Politicians or public sector workers, we must now as taxpayers demand increased productivity. I notice the clap not so strong because productivity is not necessarily a word that we believe in. Productivity is a word now. So we're going to have a little more debate about compensation, but the next phase of your government strategic redevelopment of the country is about what we call performance-based compensation, performance systems, performance accountability towards improving productivity. We must get more out of every hour of work in the day.
So tell me, my people, when you think about the government wanting to include the public in the whole job description of the politicians. My take in this, my people, is to say that, this should have come about before the whole remuneration as it pertains to the whole salary, reform. And meetings say putting the term limits on the table is a good idea, as well as for recall ministers who not perform in a timely manner. But despite it coming late, I still think that it's a good idea for them wanting to engage the public in the whole job description, because in truth and in fact, them are work for the people. Because if you say you're a democracy, you're working for the people. And so it's a good idea. But I want to know, tell me what you think about it. So a series of town halls are being planned to engage members of the public as an outlet for them to share their opinions as it pertains to the job description of the MP. And this was proposed at a joint select committee meeting by the St. Elizabeth Southwestern MP Floyd Green on Tuesday. He quoted that, I won the chair and I put it out there whether we should find some time to have public engagement on the job descriptions. For some years ago, before I came into political office, I was a part of a process where a joint select committee at that time decided to have town hall meetings and engage the public directly to hear from them. And Juliet Holness, who is the MP for the St. Andrew East Rural, agreed with the same proposal. And she said that it's an important step in the process of promoting greater transparency in government, as well as it could serve to improve public perceptions about the nation's leader. Because we know it out there based on a lot of factors that some of these MPs, the public don't have much good to say about them. Some of them not working in the capacity that they're supposed to be working, but yet still there was a massive pay increase that benefited all of them. And what the public wants to see is them being held accountable. So that is one of the job description where me would have proposed in that face-to-face meeting, holding them accountable for the things that they do out in public and even out of public. Once you say you're a public figure, there's a certain esteem where you must carry yourself. And once you're not serving the people in truth and transparency, then you must be held accountable. And I want to drop phone feedback in the comment section, my people, and tell me what are some of the other, job descriptions where would have proposed towards this job description of the members of parliament. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. New viewers, come on board, journey with me, join the family, subscribe to the channel, share out some of the videos. Get this video to at least 300 likes. Stay tuned for more videos. Big up on yourself.